In Kingstown, 457-1467, or in Arnesvale, 456-6444. SVG Tire Sales and Services. Performance and reliability proven when the rubber meets the road.
WEFM, the clean, fresh sound.
Rise and shine. Let's get ready to take on the day. Activated Mornings on WEFM 99.9 is on now.
Good morning, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The time is 7:16 here in St. Vincent and the Eastern Caribbean. Just want to say good morning to everyone on the way to work, school, just starting the day. Good morning to everyone in the diaspora, everyone always locked on to 99.9, the clean, fresh sound. You're listening to Arian with me as Christal, and we are Activated Mornings this morning. I just want to say good morning to you, Christal.
Good morning, Ari. Good morning. It's the 22nd day. 22nd day of January, February, March, April, May. Before you know it, we're talking about have a safe and enjoyable carnival weekend. Welcome to Activated Morning. You better be activated this morning. If not, we'll drink some tea. Do some push-ups.
I was reading in WFM's morning news this morning that Ezzy Roberts was giving a shout out to the female soca artists, and he says that they continue to impress. And just want to piggyback off of that. That is very true. Nikki Pear has a really nice song on the Bedlight Rhythm. Kelly J has about 2 or 3 songs that she released that are really good. There is Kiki, of course. Kiki is on, I think, Go Mode, and she is on another rhythm. And she's been doing well on the season basically just started, and they already came out swinging.
Tiny as well.
Oh yes, and Tiny also on Bedlight. What else is she on?
I'm not sure like the specific rhythms that they're on, but I know they have released some music. Angie Maya.
Oh, Angie Maya already released.
Maya dropped. You remember the Cat Attack was earlier this year?
But you
and
see,
then
Pix himself said it wasn't soca, and I was saying that don't sound like soca.
So
does that count?
Was soca?
No,
but she released music. So
she did release music.
You know, putting that in there. I remember she has High Runner from last year, which was one of the best songs from 2023.
Agreed. Undebatable.
And then she has another one that's out as well. I think Boss Raw dropped either a teaser or the actual songs yesterday. It's her, Gargamel, and another gentleman. And for the clip that I heard, it's nice. I like it. And Shura. Shura is the other artist on that one.
Shout out to Boss Ross Sarab. Well, it seems both of them are producing from that team. They have been putting out a lot of music within the last couple months.
Not only that, right? It's music plus music plus visuals plus videos, the entire package. And of course, Boss Ross is a video.
Yeah, so it only makes sense. It only makes sense. If you didn't, then,
but I think it adds to it, and it it puts the bar where it's supposed to be.
I think so.
For the other artists.
Did you see the Road Starts Rhythm? It had like all of the artists on that rhythm, the videos had like a storyline. And I thought that was pretty cool. I thought that was pretty cool of them. Although I did find it odd that this song, Rumhead, it sounded exactly the same as Blammer's Rumhead from 8 years ago.
Oh.
So I'm wondering if it was inspiration or exactly the same.
I don't know. But kudos to the younger folks who are continuing the art form. Going back to the females, Fire Empress, during her performance at
Runs and Rhythm.
That really stick on your boy. Stick on you like glue. I need to go back and get that clip because vibes, I'm telling you. She did something really brave. She sang part of her Calypso song for this year. Actually, no, she sang the entire song. She sang the entire thing. So she already has her music out. I'm looking forward to Sheena. Sheena has one of the most powerful voices this year.
Okay, and I'm familiar with that person.
Powerful. Sheena Collis. Sheena Collis. We could play a song. We could look for a song. Sheena Collis.
Okay.
Of course, the other Calypsonians, Marvo, Chanel Mackenzie. The names, Daniel Vera came out last year.
Really?
She's gonna drop a song this year. I don't know. So
Oh.
looking forward to that.
I saw her recently and I was thinking, I have not heard music from her in a really long time.
Dun-dun-dun. Party hard. Remember that one?
So the name is Sheena Collis.
Sheena Collis.
Okay, all right.
Yes. And then there's Colette Myers or Colette Shun. There is, and I'm just calling the females off the top of my head, right? So I might miss one or two.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mean anything by it, but y'all could always hit us up and let us know. 4579997. Almost give up my phone number there. Yeah.
All
So
right.
yeah.
I just want to say good morning to Ann Dale, locked in early this morning to 99.9. And yeah, so the PM Gonzalez had met with Vincentian students in Taiwan. So over the weekend, Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonzalez held a town hall meeting with Vincentian students studying in Taiwan. The meeting took place at the building which houses the Embassy of St. Vincent and the Grenadines in Taipei. Before attending the meeting, the Prime Minister visited the embassy and met with Her Excellency, Ambassador Andrea Bowman and her staff briefly. In his remarks, Prime Minister Gonzalez gave an update on the state of affairs in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, including in the areas of tourism, air travel, education, national security, infrastructure, development, and other matters. Following his remarks, students engaged him in a Q&A session on a wide range of youth-related issues such as mental health, employment, sports, information technology. Vincentian Cultural Ambassador Peggy Carr, who has resided in Taiwan for the past 24 years, was also honored at the event hosted by Ambassador Bowman with the Vincentian Students Association in Taiwan. Just want to say shout out to Peggy Carr. Peggy Carr is Taiwan's mommy. Peggy Carr was there before the embassy. Every problem that you have in Taiwan, anything you need assistance with, anything being organized, was done. You were assisted by Peggy Carr, and she is a pillar in the society over there for Taiwanese students or Vincentians living in Taiwan.
That is really nice. How many, do you know how many students are over there right now?
No idea.
But kudos to you guys. What was it like learning a new language?
Frustrating.
Learning that.
Frustrating. Frustrating. Imagine as a journalist learning. It came from English. Learning in English, this is how you construct certain things. This is how you write paragraphs. And then you go into journalism and they say, nope, this is how you write paragraphs. And like, okay, I have a firm command on the English language. And then you go to Taiwan and they tell you, yeah, forget all about that. Here's a new structure to mess with your mind.
To mess with your mind.
And then you have to learn all the squiggly lines. That's why I always say the squiggly lines. And it was a journey. Let me just say it was a journey. It took me a while. I don't know. Some people get it quickly. Some people like me, it took me a while to really get used to it, because when you speak Chinese, you can't translate English to Chinese. You have to think in Chinese. I don't know if that makes sense, because if you translate it into English, from English to Chinese, and you forget, then you get the grammar wrong.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Before we move forward, let me give a shout out to Georgietta Selena Nanton. She's also a female calypsonian.
Okay.
She actually runs the page The Beauty of SVG with Auntie G. Big up to Georgetown one time. You know that page?
Nah, not for being with that page at all.
Check it out.
I will.
A big following. Also to Cleo Henderson. She's also a female calypsonian. And to Felicia Nubian Empress Alexander. Those are the quickest names I'm finding right now in the interest of time. Let's continue.
So in other news, we had announced that Justice Brian Cottle had resigned, but he has been appointed to act as High Court judge. Now I'm a little confused by it. Like, I'm reading the story and it makes sense, but I'm still a little confused. But let me try.
Is it confusion like why the transition? Like, why would you do that?
It just seems like a process. Like, it's just going through the correct channels. Am I making sense? Like, an unnecessary process then. Okay, so let me try to give context. Reading from IWN, the East Caribbean Supreme Court, the ECSC, has appointed retired Vincentian jurist Justice Brian Cottle to act as a High Court judge. Cottle retired as a High Court judge on May 9th, his 62nd birthday, after 17 years on the bench. His retirement came on a day that the prosecution and defense presented closing arguments to the jury in a trial over which Cottle was presiding. The judge then told the jury that it had not been his practice to have the jury hear the closing arguments and his submission on the same day. He said he would present his submission of the case and allow the jury to consider their verdict the following day if the ECSC allowed him to function as High Court judge for an additional day. Justice Cottle said that if he did not receive this authorization from the court, the trial would have to be discontinued and a new trial conducted. The judge presided over the trial the following day, but did not comment to the jury about his retirement. On May 16th, the ECSC announced that Cottle had been appointed to act as High Court judge, ECSC, from June 1st to July 31st, 2024. He will be assigned to St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Yay.
It doesn't sound like yay. It sounds like, oh, I was out of here, and they were like, well, yeah, something to wrap up there. Yeah, wrap up that little problem over there, and then you could go and like, but I booked my flight to Mexico, and they're like, well, maybe you could change your flight. And he's like, but I already got a hotel. Who's gonna pay for all these additional charges? And they're like, well,
stop it before I get myself in trouble. Come on in, Judge. That's not what it means, does it?
It sounds like that, right? Like, okay, I had planned. I send in my. I went to the. Okay, we have a call. Hello, caller. Good morning.
Morning, my brother. I just want to say that I disagree with that, and I'm objecting to Mr. Cottle.
Who may I ask is speaking?
Well, the thing is that this is a friend of Willis Williams at the radio station. This is a friend of people, and I don't think you all should treat me the way. I know I have a little passion, but I would never allow anybody to destroy any of you. And so I should be part of talking to, and the only person who would stand up to Algonquin to have a Friday in any significant way. Everybody else shudder and are afraid.
Sir.
I'm honest.
Sir.
I love you all. I spoke to Christal. I said, Christal, don't take a back. Look at what has happened.
Sir.
Why is it that you all treat me this way?
Sir.
Mr. Hamilton.
Sir.
Mr. Cottle did something to us.
All right, here we
Should
go.
not get a judge.
Sir.
Thank God, man.
Sir. I'm still saying sir.
Sir Excellency,
Sir Excellency.
Supreme Leader.
Never a dull moment on WEFM.
There's never a dull moment on Activated Mornings with Mr. Name that we shall not mention anymore because...
See, I miss all that. I missed all of that.
So all of what?
All of that. When that happened, I missed all of that.
Oh, really?
But like, I don't understand, right? If you're given specific instructions, right?
Respectfully.
You're not allowed to.
Respectfully too. Respectfully.
You're not allowed to XYZ because you have not been acting in accordance with our standards or, requirements and so on. Why would you even attempt? That just shows another level of disrespect to me. Anyways, it's 7:29. Let me continue here. Good morning, Teacher Neil. Good morning, Miss Brown. Good morning, Anne. Good morning, Juan. And two different things. You see?
Yeah, the one just has a W.
One says wah, 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 wah.
But yeah, that's how it sounds, right? Like you have your foot out, you're doing just when I thought. I'm sorry. It seems like a very annoying process. Yeah.
But is the additional period a long period?
It's a month.
It's a month.
It's actually 2 months. June 1st to July 31st. 2 months.
Yeah, the whole carnival season.
Oh, the whole carnival season.
It's just 2 months.
You
It's
could
fine.
imagine after walking 17 years, you're saying, okay, this carnival, I will have a drink.
No, this he was probably saying, right? This carnival with an animal.
And the Eastern Caribbean Supreme Court said, nah, maybe summer.
Reverse it and back it up.
Reverse it and back it up. But it is 7:30 here in St. Vincent
Just
and the Grenadines. We have to make way for some commercials, and we'll have traffic talk right after the commercials. And then today with Weeks at 7:45 and at 8:05, we will be talking Billboard Gate.
Billboard Gate.
Billboard Gate, like Watergate, Billboard Gate. The Billboard Gate scandal of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. A Billboard Gate
Don't stress me
scandal
out now. Let me go
of
now.
Gibson Carter. We're going to take a quick commercial break and we'll be right back.
People's Pharmacy for all your pharmaceuticals.